Hello everybody, I'm Cenote and welcome back to Planet Crafter. We are back in our playthrough. We are in the save with 1,000 rockets that have been launched. Everything has been kind of, well, there's none of the new stuff yet. So we are going to continue this little adventure with all the new stuff from the space trading update. So let's get stuck in. Okay, there are a couple of things that are pretty important to get done. We're doing okay. We are ticking along nicely. We don't have to worry about terraforming anymore. But check this out. A little bit of foreshadowing. Mammals are coming. Anyway, so you'll notice we have amphibians. So if you didn't see my dev branch videos, the frogs are here. But there's something we need to do first, and I let this run for a little bit so I could get this message from Riley. After months of hard work, I finally managed to find my way into Sentinel unlocking process and unlock the space trading rocket on your system. Usually, terraformers are not able to use this, but it should help you. The chances of surviving are greatly improved when activated, but Sentinel almost never allows it for Planet Crafters. I have no way to tell if you're still alive or not. If only we could see each other again one day. So obviously you had some kind of a relationship with Riley and she's helping you out. Huge. Now, the space trading platform, once you receive that email, and it does sort of take a little while, you have to kind of wait for that mail to come through. You go into your build menu and you have the space trading rocket. So I'm going to go and find a place to put this down. Use a circuit board, super alloy rods, rocket engines, and uranium rods. Okay, I've got all my stuff, and we just had a weather event, so I had to kind of wait it out. And I think I'm just going to pop this down over here. Yeah, I don't really like how it hovers. But apparently your platforms do attach to your rocket platforms now, so let's see if we can just improve the stairs a little bit. Is that any better? Yeah, that works. Okay, so we have our little dinky rocket, and we have this. So we'll start with the rocket. So if you open that up, you can actually demand items into your rocket. And at the bottom, you can also automatically launch it when it's full. If you come over here, you can buy stuff through your rocket with Terra tokens. So you need to get Terra tokens by selling or sending off items. And items all have values. So Pulsar is 10 tokens, Fabric is 3 tokens, circuit boards 10, and so on. Looks like it's circuit boards and Pulsar. And you can buy items. Now, this is pretty cool because you can get cocoa seeds and wheat seeds, which means the kitchen is back. You can get frog eggs. These are 500% animal multiplier. You can get blueprints. These are blueprints. So you buy them once and you have these available. So you have your customizable sofa, bed, smart fabric, which is needed to make the bed and sofa. There's our cooking station, our kitchen. You have a butterfly. You have another fish egg. These are unique. You can't find them on the map. Storage locker tier 2, which is absolutely awesome. And then you have 2 new living compartments and drones tier 2. Now these are cool because these allow you to automatically farm, and that includes algae. So yeah. Anyway, so what I'm going to do is I am going to set this up just to do pulsars. So I'm going to set it up to take pulsars. Yep. And automatically launch when it's full. So my drones will now fill it up and I will start collecting Terra tokens. Also, there is a new event in the game which drops a whole bunch of crates. I've seen that there's normally 5 per meteor, and you get Terra tokens for free. Alright, I better get some water. And some food. Okay, now that we've got that going, that rocket is going to fill up, it's going to launch, and when it returns, we get Terra tokens, and I think it's going to work out to, oh, don't even know how much. Okay, 5 hours, 25, so we get 250 Terra tokens per trip. Now, to speed this up, you could have another rocket doing something else. You could demand multiple items to speed things up. So, and they do take about 10 minutes to get back, so it's around 600 seconds. Now, if you remember correctly, in the last episode, we kind of built the structure for our waterfall hotel, so we can pop out to the waterfall hotel. And we haven't done anything here, and fortunately, they brought out the customizable furniture, so we're going to make this place look pretty cool over the course of this series, but yeah, for the next couple of episodes, we're going to focus on the new stuff. So, I'm going to head back home just to show you how the frogs work, because I haven't even started on that in this save. Alright, so in various places around the map, you will find these little frog ponds, and this was conveniently located right next to my butterfly farm. And you'll find these frogs, and they are generic frog eggs. Now, this is your first level frog, basically. But you need these generic frog eggs, which I will collect, with various other items in your incubator to make different types of frogs. So, these are your generic frog eggs, which you can make yourself from phytoplankton, mutagen, and fertilizer 1. Mutagen 4 and fertilizer 1. Now, mutagen 4 is new. So we'll explore that, and we're going to have to set up a process for it. But you can also get these huli eggs, and yeah, huli and another one with this recipe, the generic eggs and mutagen 4. Then there's a couple you can get with the mutagen 4 and T2 fertilizer, and so on. So you can check these out, but pretty easy to set up with my current setup. Quite easy to set up a facility to make our mutagen tier 4, because I have checked it out. So flying around like a lunatic. All right, so I didn't bring the stuff, but I have stuff. So I'm going to put another autocrafter in over here, and I'm going to set that to make mutagen tier 4. And if you look at the recipe, it is mutagen tier 3 and mutagen tier 1. So get that set up. We're having another event. Yeah, I'll let this pass. Okay, now that that's passed, alright, so as I said, I have the stuff that I need in this facility, so it wasn't too difficult. Just stick up an autocrafter and boom, we've got a whole bunch of mutagen tier 4. So I actually need it at the other side. I'm going to go quickly set up first I'm going to set this to supply mutagen tier 4. I've run out of space, so I'm going to overflow my containers into this area, and this is all going to change. I think the structure for my storage is going to stay the same, but with the new containers, yeah, we're going to change the layout somewhat. So this is mutagen T4. Just set a demand. Right, so that container should fill up over time. So while that's filling up, there is a couple of things to note. Obviously, your frog eggs don't appear until you've reached the amphibian stage, and the message from Riley doesn't appear until, I believe, you have breathable atmosphere. So you'd have to wait until then for that. But we also have a new biome. So you'll notice that I have stuff on me, and this stuff, okay, bar the eggs, are that's the materials that I need for building a couple of teleporters, because we have a new biome and it's close to the crater. Alright, there's a whole bunch of new trees on the crater island. These are not from a tree spreader, they are natural. So we're going to head west from the crater. And we arrive at this lovely waterfall location. There are some blue crates. Now this is the Cenote Biome. Crates with goodies in them. There's another one across that side. Nothing major to report. And there's a ramp that goes down all the way to the bottom. But I have a jetpack, so why would I want to take a ramp? Alright, so when we get to the bottom, there's a cave entrance. And the cave entrance is right over there. But I must thank Starhopper 2001 for pointing out this little cave under the waterfall, which I would not have found very easily. And it has a golden chest in it. And golden chests are nice because they have effigies and golden seeds. So I'll just grab those. I don't think that there are any new golden chests in the game yet. I haven't seen them mentioned in the patch notes, so we're just going to fly through here. And there's another chest up on this side, which we can go and have a look at. All right. So this is the Cenote Biome, but this is just the front end. Oh, and there are a couple of there's one little frog pond, and here's another little frog pond, and they have eggs that you can collect in. I might as well. I'm going to build teleporter just here. Alright. So I say Cenote entry even though we're inside here because this isn't the extent of the biome. We jump into the water. There's a big hole, a very deep hole. Now, you're not going to want to come down here until there is water, so I'm not sure when it will be available. We'll head south first. There's a short passage here, which comes to this little drop-off where there's another blue crate. Okay. And there's another path that goes out to the north. Hey, there's our first Terra tokens back. Stunning. Okay, so as you can see, it does take quite a while. You come across this. Okay, so we have some. Don't want to break it. Terra tokens in a chest, and in there. There are a couple of servers that you can break down for circuit boards. There's another chest over here with more Terra tokens. Okay, now as you'll see, I don't know if it's a bug. I assume it's a bug, but I'm not using oxygen. So, yeah. If you are, you're going to have to make sure that you have the maximum oxygen. And there are a couple other tricks to get through here. Alright, so we can read this message, and I have read it before, but essentially, you can pause if you want to read it. E-Class's story hasn't ended. Yeah, he's still working to get off the planet. Alright, and out the other side. And we can continue. Stunning little setup. Alright, and there's a new structure. And if we go in here, it's all lit up by what looks like, I don't know if it's osmium or something. There's another message, and the wardens are still around, and essentially they are saying that they want to survive, and they need to go away from being a hive mind and just surviving anyway. So we'll continue down the passage. Now, I don't want to go too much into this because, you know, obviously the story is going to increase, but I'm just showing you the new biome. In case you missed the previous episodes, I don't think anything much has changed from there. Okay, and the first thing you'll notice when you do get in here is that you can't use your jetpack because it's a warden area. As with most warden areas, you just can't use a jetpack. Alright, so we get up here and there's this central platform and there's a bunch of platforms around it. There's a couple of ponds and there's a message that you can read. And basically there's a group of wardens that are planning on leaving before the meteor hits and destroys the planet. Okay, so if we come across this side, there are some frog ponds. And these are different frogs. These are golden frogs. So we'll grab the golden frog eggs. There's another one over on the other side. There it is. Golden eggs. And the last thing of sort of importance in this area, and before I go up there, let me just build this last teleporter. And we'll call it Cenote Inner. Okay, so if we head up, there's a pathway laid out nicely for us in the typical warden style. We come to this little area. Now I assume that they're going to add golden crates because in the teaser trailer I did see frog effigies and I haven't found any golden crates with frogs yet, so still to come, we'll report back. So read that message and it's basically this group of wardens are leaving. They're going to find another place and they're apologizing to their family who all suffered the fate we know they suffered. So yeah, that's all there is to see here, really. Or from what I've found. There might be more if there is. Yeah, drop me a message. That's what the comments are for. And we're just going to head home now and we're going to continue. Right, home. So easy and convenient. Alright, so we're continuing to build our terraformation index, which is not terribly important. It's happening on its own now. The rocket is off again for another trip. We could probably build another platform somewhere. Yeah, and I put this one right where the rock is, so I can't put one next to it. But that's fine. I'm gonna probably just wait out the rockets until I have enough Terra tokens to buy stuff. But now once you've built your first space trading platform, if you go into your inventory, you'll notice that you have Terra token balance. So that's pretty cool. You can keep track. And these are the Terra tokens that you would find in the crates from the new meteor. If I right click on them, I gain extra Terra tokens. I think I have to just reload my inventory. And yeah, there they are. So we need to build up a pretty good balance of those because they are expensive things. It'll take a little while to do. But what we can build in the meantime is we have unlocked the amphibian farms when we unlocked amphibians. So we can build one of those. Fertilizer, common lava, water bottle. Just like that, we have what we need. So I'm going to pop over here and get to an area that's as level as possible. And I'm going to pop that down. So we have our little amphibian farm. And if we click on it, we can shove an egg in there. So we'll stick a golden egg in and we have golden frogs. And they move around and stuff. I've got them next to the butterflies so they've got food. Cheers, butterflies. Okay, so we've got our first frogs on the map. And we grab some tree bark. I'm just going to quickly drop down a desk. To get something to eat, to drink. Alright, well, let's not risk it. Okay, so we've got a desk. We've got a bit of tree bark. So we can come over here and there's a frog display. And you can line that up with the table and click on it and drop an egg in, and boom, we have our frog display. Pretty nice. Okay. All right, now this control room is going to completely change because there are new living compartments, which are bigger, and they're pretty nice, I think. I'm looking forward to playing with them. And we have a new effigy, which I have nowhere to put right now because these are all full, and everything here is going to change. So this is going to get ripped out, and yeah, there's going to be an upstairs. It's going to look good. It's going to look good. So I had put a lot of thought into whether I should build a completely new base, but I think the structure for this base is good. I must just incorporate the new buildables, and that's what I'm going to do. Got another 250 Terra tokens, and this is going to take, well, it says it's returning. There it comes. Alright, so I'm going to let this run, and I'm going to collect Terra tokens. I'm going to hope for a couple of meteors, so I can boost those, and put some thought into what's really important to get first. I think the most important currently would be the drones tier 2. So that may be the first thing that I unlock, because I'm okay for food, even though, well, we don't have the kitchen yet. We'd have to unlock that. It's not terribly important for me right now. I think the drones tier 2 is the most important because it's going to allow me to have a farm separate from this location. So I can move my bioproduction facility to wherever I want and create a farm where the tier 2 drones will collect the vegetables out of the farms. It will collect all the wheat and the cocoa, and it will also collect algae. So you don't have to have your autocrafters sitting very close to your algae anymore, because you can just bring in a container of algae whenever you want. But I do want to unlock the new containers. That may actually be the first thing that I unlock, because those containers are fantastic and they save a little bit of space. So yeah, I think that's probably what I'm going to unlock first. And if we pop in here and have a look, locker storage, I need 5,000. I'm on 700 now, and I need 5,000 to unlock that. So yeah, that's what I'm going to wait for. Okay, this is the one I've been waiting for. I've been playing around for a little while. And where are you landing? Right, I've been playing around for a little while and sorting out my system, because it wasn't really set up for this. But we have the new event, and this event drops crates. And this one half buried in a rock. They contain Terra tokens. Ooh, wow. 5,000 and 500. Okay, what did I have before? 1,700. Alright, so there's normally about 5 crates. There's another 1,000. Number 3's in the water. I hear another event. Oh my word. Okay, thick and fast. I'm going to have to see if I can find where is this landing. And I see 5 crates in the air. Alright, I'll go and chase those shortly. I just have to find the rest of these ones. I just worry because they may have become embedded in the rock and I can't actually see them. But yeah, I wouldn't call this a meteor event. This is a drop pod event. Looks like meteors. Alright, let me just go across and get the others. So, in between... there's another 100, another 1,000, 100. And in there, there's another 500. There's another 500 in that one. Okay, can't find the last 2 on this one. maybe there were only 3. I don't know if these are random. But yeah, having looked around, I can't find any. Alright, so we'll go and have another look once those rocks have cleared up a little bit. But in the meantime, I built an extra platform, which I'm sending circuit boards. And I changed my mind a little bit on what I'm going to research first, because having a look at my system wasn't really designed for sending stuff off in rockets at rapid pace. I realized that I was bottlenecking on the zeolite because I only had one zeolite extractor. I don't go out there very often, so I didn't even realize. But my zeolite container was constantly empty, and so I put up another 6 extractors in the zeolite cave. And I've changed my mind because right now my drones are really struggling. So I was going to get the extractor first, but I think I'm going to go for drones 2 first so that I can upgrade. I don't want to build any more drone 1s right now. That'll be a pain later on to have to break them all down. But they are extremely busy, so that's what I'm going to do. But that brings us... Oh, geez, what's this? Where are you? Oh, there you are. Okay, so it's a pulsar event. Right, so we have some pulsars over there that I'll collect. And let's have a quick look at what we got out of this. So we had 1,700. 5,000... Ooh. That was quite a haul. Let's come on, finish. There we go. So back into the inventory. I now have 13,000, which is awesome because I need 15,000 for the drones. So yeah, that's in between episodes. I'll collect more tokens. I will check out my system and work towards getting drones 2 and also the new containers. So I think that's going to end it. I thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it was informative. If you liked it, give me a like. If you want to see more, subscribe, hit the bell icon for notifications, and leave me your comments. Let me know if I've missed anything. If you've seen anything that I should maybe be concentrating on. I know that there's a problem with algae. It generates once, and once you've used it, then it's gone, and you have to reload the game to get it. So that issue's been reported to the devs. Yeah, but otherwise, yeah, that's pretty much it. If you found the change in the world that happens once, I think once breathable atmosphere, there's apparently a change in the world that happens somewhere along the line. If you've spotted that, yeah, let me know in the comments. But that's it for now. Thank you so much for joining me, and until next time, cheers.